the game, you talked about the fact they were all over some of those stop routes, and you said, this is not time that we need to basically go for another stop route. Dak sort of agreed with that wisdom when he audibled out. What does that say about your connection with you guys only playing 6 games together so far?
Yeah, I mean, communication is key. It doesn't matter how many games you've played with someone. I think because if I wouldn't have said anything after we broke the huddle, he has, he's a quarterback, so he has so much to think about the protection, everybody's route. He probably wouldn't have even thought about it. But just me speaking up and being comfortable enough to speak up and have that communication with Dak, it's very important, very important.
What do you think has worked so quickly with you guys? What do you think has worked so quickly? You got here at mid-season and you guys seem to click pretty good.
I mean, when I came in, that was the emphasis, to get on the same page with Dak and to see what type of quarterback he was in terms of the routes he loves to throw, and all those things. The playbook, I just think it suits my style of play. I think we our games complement each other well as far as what he does at the quarterback position and what I do at wide receiver. So.
Why do you think it complements it? What is it about your game that meshes well with his game?
Well, first of all, I like the deep ball he throws. How he throws it. He puts it out there and lets you run up under it, and I think that's something that I'm kind of good at. So I like that. I just like his delivery, the way he approaches the game. It's the same way that I want my quarterback to approach the game. So we're on the same page in that aspect.
That's interesting. You get off the line so fast, and he gets rid of it fast. That's a part of it.
What's that?
Because you get off the line so quick, and he gets rid of it quick. Is that also part of the dynamic why you guys have a pretty good vibe going?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. Me being able to create some separation off the line of scrimmage, him being able to see it and just put it there, I guess is that what you're asking? Yeah.
After the game, one of the post-game interviews you did, you talked about you had a college coach who gave you some examples of guys that didn't get the ball early and didn't make the best of those opportunities. And you said something about you learned from other people's experiences. When did that start? When did that become a part of something that you tried to bring into your everyday life? Just learning from other people's experiences.
And I think that's one of the things I've always been pretty good at. For some reason, I don't know when it started or how it started, but ever since I can remember, I've had a lot of foresight. Just from a young age, man, to not make the mistakes that other people have made, to not have to go through it on my own.
You mentioned the deep ball is something that you really like about what Dak does and then the connection you guys have had so far. I find that interesting only because that's an area where he's been criticized is the way that he throws the deep ball. Do you feel like that's unfair, and what are the virtues of his ability to throw the deep ball?
Well, I mean, here we put a lot of emphasis on throwing the deep ball. You look around the league, teams don't really throw deep balls, and teams know that, and it gives the defensive backs the ability to sit on routes. And yeah, of course, I think it's very unfair. Just being that a lot of the deep balls that we haven't connected on, they're not his fault. They're not all his fault. I remember the ones that we didn't connect on the first time we played the Eagles. They were both my fault, and I think he got some criticism for that. So very unfair.
I can't help but wonder, when you say they were your fault, do you mind giving a little bit of elaboration on how and why?
Sure. I wasn't digging off the line of scrimmage, so when you throw a deep ball, they teach us to, release and just kind of run with your head down for the first 20 yards so that you can gain that speed and momentum, and I didn't do that. If you go back and watch the film, I kind of looked up too early, and I lost speed, and that's why it looks like the ball was overthrown, but really, I didn't gain enough speed to connect on the ball.
In talking, you seem so meticulous in your film study and just even sort of your in-game assessment of how you're playing. How quickly are you looking at the film? How much time do you spend on it? What goes into your overall process leading up to a game?
Yeah, so I mean, I try to know everything possible about my opponent so that I can know how to beat him. I think if you study your opponent and you know him, you're basically guaranteeing yourself the victory against him, and that's my mindset going into the game.
Jason talked about your love for the game and exhibited by how you're smart for the game and how much you study the game. A lot of people mistake your laid-back nature for a lack of passion. Do people misunderstand that, or with you?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess
You're laid back and nonchalant, but that doesn't mean you don't work hard and don't care. Right?
Right. No, of course not.
Right.
I mean, you can't play football for 20 years, well, about 18 years, and not have passion for the game and not want to play the game. I think it's ludicrous to even have that type of assessment.
So you don't have to scream and holler and ask for the ball and be passionate about winning the ball.
Of course not. Of course not.
We did show a little bit. You did show a little passion after the game when you said to the cameras, even when you're covered, you're not covered. What message are you hoping to send to defenders by saying that?
I was just really excited, man, to, who doesn't dream about catching the winning touchdown pass, you know what I'm saying? So I was really excited about that, and that's how I truly feel, so why not say it? That's how I truly feel.
Is it important to you to be the best receiver in the game, or be considered one of the best receivers in the game?
It's important to me to go out and earn that, right? Yeah.
How does it feel that since week 9 you were the league's #1 receiver in receiving yards? Seems like you've really come on pretty quick.
It feels great. I feel like, that's what I'm here for. I feel like I'm very capable of being that. I feel like that's who I am. It's just all about going out there and showing it every week. The confidence is there. I've always felt like I can, be the best receiver in the league or amongst the best. So it's just about going out there and showing it.